Maybe it wasn't good after all.
This is bridge to command. Reset all coordinates to Pulse Bitcoin.
Hi guys, Fat Sammy here from PulseBitcoin.Win. How you doing? Shout out to Al for making that intro. I was feeling that one. Yeah, I come from you. I'm talking to you now on the 21st of September 2025. After Pulse Bitcoin on Ethereum is absolutely printing right now. It's absolutely breaking out, going crazy. Let's have a look, shall we? Here we are. So obviously, since Pulse Bitcoin launched, up around here, around December of 2022, we've been in this wedge here, downward wedge, and that's obviously because people were printing, minting so much ASIC, and each of these green dotted lines indicates a halving, where the supply is cut in half. So people were mining the first half of the 21 million up to this green line. So about 10.5 million they were mining for there. Now they're only mining for 5.5 million. Is that right? Something like that. Even math, 5.25 million in this section. And then just over 2.5 million in this section. Now people are only competing for well, half of 2.5. My maths has gone out of my head now. 1.25 million in this halving. So I think we're about 93% mined now on the Ethereum chain. And you can just see here, when that recent halving came in, you know, it's really shaking people out, and we're starting to move up aggressively too. So it's a 26x there since 14th of April, outperforming pretty much everything else I can see on ETH, you know, just destroying it. These small caps really can do well for you. So there we are. Pulse Bitcoin breaking out 26x. Credible flag here. And recently, we consolidated there. And this is the weekly chart, obviously. So we consolidated for a few weeks, a couple of months. And now, look, we're breaking out again. The last 4 weeks, just solid green up. We're obviously closing this green candle today. So, yeah, next resistance around 19 cents. That was the previous all-time high back in December 23. And if you take a measure move from this, you've kind of got a target around 81 cents, I reckon, which is the target for this cycle. But who knows where we could go with it. It's only a 1.3 million market cap for Pulse Bitcoin on Ethereum. If we look at ASIC, this is the token that mines Pulse Bitcoin. That's a market cap. Ooh, that's incorrect. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Where are we? USDC. Sorry, here we are. Market cap here of almost 1 million itself, around 900,000. So, yeah, what have we got here? Yeah, so basically we've been trucking up here as well on this one. First move was a 19x, followed by 45x off the bottom there, and then a 49x. So it looks like we're ready to move up again. And again, already at 15 cents. Had a local high at 2.7 cents only a couple of months ago. So we're just absolutely sending it here. And this is because, so look, this is the last bottom, we've done a 450% move. And this is because our whales on the Ethereum side are literally mining this stuff, buying it off the market, and just locking it up for 13 years, 7 years, 10 years. and they're treating it as their store of value. So a token like this with such small amount of supply left, this is like Bitcoin on steroids. It can just absolutely send. So I'm really excited about this. Really glad we've stuck with it over the years because we're really starting to see the fruits of our labor now. So you can buy this on Uniswap using USDC, or you can use ETH or something like that, whatever you like. But USDC is what it's paired with. But that is for a reason. That's to make it a lot more bear market proof. So I think what you'll find is when the top's in this bull run, you're going to find that PulseBitcoin has a much less of a sell-off than some of these other tokens that are paired with ETH, paired with all these other kind of tokens, you know. So that's really cool. What else did I want to show you here? We'll save that one till later. Obviously, you can, some of the stats here, you can, if you go to PulseLiteCoin, PulseLiteCoin, this is where you dual mine. So if you've got ASIC and you want to dual mine, go to PulseLiteCoin.app at the top here and connect your wallet. Select whether you want to be on Ethereum or Pulse chain. And then you can mine each month, every 30-day session, PulseBitcoin and PulseLiteCoin at the same time. We've also got the new Carnival app, that's Carn.fun. And you can see some of your NFTs. Put one of your wallets in there. You can see some of your NFTs. Got loads of cool stats here. Showing you kind of your accumulated Carn, your accumulated Hex rewards, all that sort of fun stuff. So check out that. We've also got Corky's PulseBitcoin stats. So that's how I'm kind of can tell when the next halving is. You can see all the supply, which is locked at the moment on Ethereum, PulseBitcoin. So we got a 7-year average lock time at the moment, which is just amazing, right? And that's almost 29% of the total PulseBitcoin supply locked up for an average of 7 years. We recently had the Nebula update where the whales locked 1 million tokens up for 13.6 years. They're going to do that again, which we call the Galaxy update. They're going to lock another 1 million up for 13.6 years, which is, you can see this supply just shoot up. Sorry, this lock supply just shoot up. Currently, we've got 5.5 million out of the 21 million supply locked. And we've got, you can see over here, I can't find it later. You've got liquidity pools here. If you go to CoinGecko, so you got our main liquidity pool at the top there, and all the other ones. You've got ACR. Loads of liquidity pools. So yeah, this is kind of the fruits of our labor of sticking with something when there's 99% retrace. You know, keeping going, keeping buying, keeping locking up. And I think you're really going to see this one surprise a lot of people and outperform because it's got a long, dedicated fan base who really do believe in storing their value in something which is not controlled by banks, not controlled by whales who you just don't know what their intentions are. The intentions are being made clear here by the fact they're locking up supply, locking up liquidity. So this is just really exciting. You can see the holders here at Etherscan. Obviously, number one, that is the lock address where we've got 28. Sorry, that was actually incorrect. We've actually got 28.8% supply here. I don't think that was correct. That was correct on Cookie's site. So we've got 29% supply locked up here with a value of $400,000. Average of 7 years on that contract. Amazing. You got some holders here accumulating. Number 2 there. Third holder there accumulating. Number 4 is the dead address. So not only have you got 29% locked up for an average of 7 years, but you've also got almost 1 million tokens here, 800,000 tokens, another 4% of supply. So if you add that together, that's in the dead address. So if you add up the 29% plus the 4.2%, you're on the way to 35% of combined locked for multiple years and in the dead address. Now this is the founder, where after the community takeover, he was asked to burn all his tokens, and he did. So that's amazing. Number 6 is the Uniswap pool, currently with 2.8% of the supply, 539,000 tokens in there. And then you've also obviously got number 9 here, which is the Omni Bridge, the Pulse Chain Omni Bridge. So that's really cool. So it's all full transparency here. You can kind of see what the holes are doing. It's looking really bullish to me. Really excited about this. Gecko Terminal has us on there. And if you are on the Pulse chain and you don't want to mine on Ethereum, or you don't want to buy on Ethereum, you can do that. PulseBitcoin has also been forked over onto the Pulse chain. Let me quickly show you this before we move on to Pulse chain. This is the ASIC to PLSB ratio. So it seems to be at the moment that ASIC is holding double the price than PulseBitcoin at the moment on Ethereum. So we kind of got this 2-to-1 ratio. You can see how the market at the moment, people are keeping it in this 2-to-1 ratio. I don't know if that will stay forever, but that seems to be how it's being kept at the moment. And obviously you've got PulseLiteCoin down here, much smaller market cap, almost barely any liquidity, but this is an early one. People are mining for free. Additionally, this is a community token. Just kind of going on steady there. This is where I thought it was breaking out, but again, it seems like it wants to try a little bit longer. But that's, again, another token you're getting for free. I imagine that liquidity will build up over time, but at the moment, that's just a short little extra thing you're getting. So why not give it a go? And there's the PLSB to PLTC ratio. Here we are. That's the PLSB to PLTC ratio. We can now move on to the Pulse chain side. So obviously, we were forked onto Pulse chain. Much lower prices with Pulse chain, but here's PLSB against on the Pulse chain. So you can see here almost way cheaper. I'm not sure what the actual ratio is, but it's around 7.3 cents on Ethereum and only 1.2 cents on Pulse chain. So if you are a Pulse chain guy and you'd rather be paired with a wrapped Pulse or PLS rather than USDC, so you might buy this if you think that Pulse is going to go through the roof from Richard Hart and his fans start to pump that token. Obviously, having such a small amount of supply of tokens, you could really outperform against PLS. You can see last summer, we actually really outperformed against PLS and a small pump we had, peaking at almost 1,500 Pulse for one Pulse Bitcoin. So I do imagine something like that happening again. ASIC on the Pulse chain side. Oops, sorry, I'm going all over the place here. PPLSB pairs. ASIC on the Pulse chain side, sitting around 0.7 of a penny, almost 0.8. Again, this Pulse chain side is really underappreciated. And the reason I say that is because if you are bullish on Pulse chain, why not have these limited supply tokens? And if you're mining with your ASIC on Pulse chain side, you're getting your Pulse Bitcoin and your PulseLiteCoin. So you're getting around 56% a year if you're mining 12 sessions a year with your ASIC, APY. And then you can come over to emit.farm, which is over somewhere around here. I've got too many screens open. That's the problem. No, emit.farm. Go to the farm section, and then you can take your PulseBitcoin and PulseLitecoin, put them together, and then get an additional 27.6% just by locking your PulseBitcoin and PulseLitecoin together. And you can unlock that anytime you want. Obviously, there's another pool here, ASIC PLSX. That one helps us increase our liquidity a little bit. But I think 152% APR, oh, that's better. But I think when that started to get larger, people found it more beneficial to mine with it. Obviously, another pair here, PLSB ASIC, currently paying 74%. And we've also got PLSB emit paying a nice 162% at the moment. So there's some more DeFi options basically on Pulse chain, but less price appreciation at the moment. So that's about it. I thought I'd kind of explain to you what's going on with Pulse Bitcoin. Obviously, the star of the show right now is the fact that we are just absolutely making higher lows and higher highs consistently for since May of 24, since April 24. So yeah, I'm really excited about this film. 18 months of upside. You can't go wrong with that. Look at that beautiful chart. That's the wrong chart. That's not so beautiful, but that's accumulation. The beautiful chart is here. Pulse Bitcoin. Look at it. Wow. Wow, wow. Get involved, guys. You can get more information at PulseBitcoin.Win. I'm also doing a live stream tonight with Vin Luck to talk about general markets. And I'll be entering the next parabolic leg up. I think we are. Stay tuned, guys. Take it easy.